This zucchini and egg casserole is going to be delicious. If you have a lot of zucchini to use up, this is a really quick and easy meal that's also great for vegetarian dinners, meatless Mondays, things like that. I'm using 2 pounds of zucchini. I grated the zucchini on a cheese grater. I learned that from my squash casserole recipe. I really like how that turned out. And I microwaved half a pound. I covered it and I microwaved it on high for 5 minutes. No, 6 minutes. Then I took 1.5 pounds of zucchini along with half of a pound of onion and I sauteed it. What I did is I sauteed the half a pound of onion in 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of canola oil on its own for 5 minutes. Then I added the zucchini and I cooked the zucchini for 15 minutes. So the heat was on for a total of 20. I'll see if I can include a clip from when I was sauteing it. Zucchini is very watery, and as you can see, there is a bit of water here, but I did cook off a lot of the liquid. I've seen some zucchini casserole recipes in which people do not cook the zucchini first, but they use a lot less zucchini than I'm using. I really think you should cook it first, because if not, I think it would be really, really watery. Speaking of the water, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of flour, as I measured it 10 grams to help soak up the water, but I may add more. I'm going to add half a cup or 120 grams of sour cream. I'm using light. And actually it's about 100 grams, 110 grams of sour cream and 10 of non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm adding 4 ounces of shredded low skim mozzarella cheese, half of an 8-ounce block. I'm going to do 4 large eggs and 1 egg white because the eggs are kind of small. I'm also going to add some spices, 1/4 teaspoon each of black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, along with probably 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. You could add more spices if you want. I would do maybe a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, but I'm using so much zucchini, I want this to taste like zucchini because I want that to be the focus of this dish. So all I have to do, my 8x8 casserole dish is buttered, my oven is preheating. At this point, all I literally have to do is mix the ingredients together. So here I am going to combine the zucchini. What I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the zucchini and mix it with the sour cream and the spices and the cheese. Then I'm going to taste it, and if I like the way it tastes, then I'm going to add my eggs. I started mixing everything together. I tasted it and I added an extra 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So half a teaspoon of pepper and a 1/4 teaspoon each of everything else. I took a look at it and honestly, I don't think it's gonna need the flour. I think it's gonna be okay, especially with the eggs. So I am just going to whisk these up really quickly. The 4 large eggs and the 1 egg yolk, or excuse me, egg white. And then I'm going to add them, and I'm going to continue cooking, or excuse me, continue whisking as I mix. Combine the eggs. Once everything is mixed together, I will bring you back. As I mix everything together, I thought about it a bit more, and I said, you know what? I'm going to add a bit more garlic powder and onion powder. So that's what I did. So now half a teaspoon each of all seasoning. And I went ahead and I added the 1 tablespoon, or as I measured it, 10 grams of flour, just because I figured it looked a little bit runny and I want to have a casserole that stays together. But honestly, I don't think the flour is absolutely necessary. Once this is smoothed out, I will add it to a 350, I will put it in a 350 degree oven for I'm guessing 30 to 35 minutes. I just pulled my zucchini and egg bake out of the oven. It was in at 350 for 30 minutes. Then I did 375 for 15 and 400 for 5. So 50 minutes total. It's still a bit wet in the middle, so I'm going to turn off the oven and leave it in there for at least 45 minutes because I have to move on to something else. I ended up leaving the casserole in the oven for a full hour. So when I finally had the chance, I couldn't wait to dig in. This zucchini and egg casserole with cheese was delicious. Since I didn't use a ton of spices and I used a pretty mild cheese, the flavor of the zucchini itself was very strong. The eggs and mozzarella adding just the right amount of something else in the background to complement the pleasant yet mild flavor of the zucchini. Although I really liked the zucchini flavor in this, if you wanted to use a tangier cheese like cheddar or Colby Jack and you wanted to add more spices like an Italian seasoning mix, I think you definitely could. I did that with my squash and zucchini casserole and it turned out great. But like I said, with this recipe, I didn't want to take away from the flavor of the zucchini itself because I wanted this casserole to be all about the main ingredient. My only critique of this recipe is that even though it was really good and it wasn't soggy by any stretch of the imagination, it was still a little bit on the wet side. As you saw when I was putting the casserole together, there was still a fair amount of liquid in the pan after I finished sauteing the zucchini. I definitely made the right decision by adding more flour than I had originally planned, because without the extra flour, this would definitely have been kind of soggy and it would have taken even longer to cook. Since I personally don't think that dumping off the water is ideal because the water probably has some of the zucchini flavor, I would add more flour. If I'm not mistaken, I added a quarter cup of flour, so if I added a quarter cup next time, I would add half of a cup. However, it really wasn't a big deal because as you can see, the top and the sides of the casserole still browned and had a bit of crispiness. This recipe was also a good example of what I do sometimes when I have something in the oven but I have to leave. If whatever I'm making only needs a few more minutes, I'll turn off the oven and leave it in there. If I have to run an errand and I'll be back in a few hours, then it will get the extra baking time that it needs. So if you're looking for a way to use up some late season zucchini, or if you're watching this video next summer and you love zucchini and you're looking for a new way to eat it, be sure to give this recipe a try. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.